Hello and welcome to Whitney Alex Works, a recap of The Bachelor Season 29. This time I'm recapping Episode 2 of Grant Ellis's journey as The Bachelor. Alright, let's get started. A new week begins with the 18 remaining women moving into the Bachelor Mansion, as this week there are 2 group dates and 1 single date, which we already know has gone to Alex for receiving the first impression rose on night 1. The first group date card arrives and lets the women know that the first group date of the season has 10 women invited on it. The 10 selected women head to a gym located in downtown Los Angeles to shoot some hoops and get to know Grant better, as he once was a professional basketball player in the Dominican Republic and basketball means a lot to him. Grant on this date says that he is looking to see how this group of women interact with a group of kids, and while everyone begins warming up and shooting some shots until about what seems like too early in the date for these shenanigans, Zoe, a model from New York, asks to take Grant away. Grant says yes, which makes all the other women angry, mostly Allie Joe, but even the kids are disappointed in Zoe's extremely early bold move. So Zoe takes Grant to the rooftop to have some quality time, but it seems that Zoe and Grant just talk and end up coming back down to a pretty angry vibe, and it's not just the women but it's the kids too. But suddenly the 10 women are split 5-5 to compete in a game of women's basketball. The yellow team versus the purple team, and the purple team destroys the yellow team 18-2 as Grant awards the MVP award to Chloe, where they share their first kiss to a cheering crowd. After the friendly competition, the 10 women head to the after party where the women are dressed in formal attire, and Zoe is an early target for drama as many of the women were rubbed the wrong way about Zoe's bold move to take Grant away on the group date. But maybe in an effort to give the other girls the time to get to know Grant better, all the women were invited to the after party, and Grant asked to talk to Chloe first, where they open up some more and share another kiss. After Chloe, Grant talks to Natalie, a PhD student from Kentucky, and they connect over how well Natalie worked with the young kids and basketball practice earlier in the day. Then Grant and Natalie share their first kiss together. Next, Grant and Juliana sit down, where Grant goes out of his way to massage Juliana's hands, as many of the women's nails apparently broke playing basketball. And again, Grant is seemingly really into Juliana already, as they end up kissing each other some more, but Zoe is there to pounce. She interrupts Juliana's time with Grant, which pisses Juliana off, but pisses Allie Joe off even more, to the point where she's going to steal time from Zoe. Zoe, meanwhile, cozies up to Grant and gets even more time with him, but Allie Joe is there to steal time away from Zoe, and she does, as there is a lot of tension between these women, as Grant does go with Allie Joe, but in the same room, different couch, where she talks about being a boxing trainer, only for Zoe to come over and demand to say goodbye to Grant, and then Grant goes with her and they kiss goodbye. Allie Joe then confronts Zoe about her taking time away, not just from her but from everyone, and Zoe responds, this is part of the process and that she had to, quote, shoot her shot. But in the end, Grant gives the first group date rose to Natalie, securing her another week. The next date is the promised single date with Alex, a pediatric speech therapist from Canada who received the first impression rose for being fun and bringing a llama on night 1. Grant and Alex head to a mall like it's the mid-2000s, and they get to have the mall at night to themselves. These two end up having a lot of fun together as they play around and enjoy each other's company, and Grant even plays the piano for her and sings for her. Afterward, they sit down and talk about family, where Alex explains that she is estranged from her mother and father, and she wants to move forward in life and create a family the way she wants to. Grant is there to comfort her, and he gives her the rose. They end the date with dancing to music in the mall and sharing romantic moments, and Alex is now safe from another rose ceremony. Group date number 2 comes next, as 7 women are invited to downtown Los Angeles, and they meet up with Grant with another mid-2000s throwback, the R&B singer Mario, who sings his 2004 hit Let Me Love You, and the women are excited but nervous about what they are about to do because it involves singing and dancing in front of a live audience. The women are expected to write a song and sing it live, as they get taught dancing moves by the women who created the 2000s girl group, the Pussycat Dolls. Unlike last group date, this one is less drama centered for now, so when it's time for the women to perform, each woman has a fun single moment to sing their part of the song and make an impression on Grant. And it goes well, as standouts included Carolina singing in Spanish and Rebecca having confidence and a stellar performance. But Grant decides that Carolina had the best performance, and Carolina gets to dance with Grant on stage, but ends up making out with Grant in front of all of the other women, so of course now Carolina has a fresh target sign on her back. For the after party, we have another formal setting, but when Grant walks in, the vibe is off, and Grant feels the tension in the room, where he asks to speak to Rebecca first. He then proceeds to ask Rebecca about the vibe in the room being off, and sadly this is where I think Grant friend-zoned Rebecca for asking her this question. When Rebecca comes back to the group, she lets the women know what Grant asked about, which makes Carolina pretty upset because she feels bad that everyone was annoyed about her little makeout session with Grant in front of everyone. Meanwhile, Latia talks to Grant next, and she confronts him about something he apparently said in episode 1, about how he thought because Latia is beautiful, she must not be told no a lot. But this speculation upset Latia, and she tells Grant that she was troubled that he assumed that she had been told yes a lot, and says that's why she is here, because she has been told no, and she really wants a chance to get to know Grant better. Grant hears out Latia, and he apologizes for making assumptions about her, and they end up growing closer, and they share their second kiss together. The last notable moment on the second group date was Grant's conversation with Carolina about their makeout session on stage, and Carolina tells him that she doesn't want to feel bad about their connection and wants to also get a chance to know him better. These two then share more kisses and further their connection, but at the end of the group date, Grant decides to give the group date rose to Latia, securing her another week. Rose ceremony number 2. With Natalie, Alex, and Latia safe this week, Grant calls out the following women in order, securing them another week. He first calls Juliana, then Beverly, Serafina, Carolina, Zoe, Dina, Rose, Bailey, Parisa, Ali Joe, and the last rose goes to Chloe. 14 women remain, which means Alicia, Ella, Rebecca, and Vicky are headed home. And that's it for week 2 of Grant Ellis's season of The Bachelor. Thank you for watching Whitney Alex Works recap of The Bachelor season 29, episode 2, week 2. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe here for more videos in the future. See you soon for the next episode.